Facebook. And we are listening to like randomly uploaded tabla jams. I figured that would be good music to go in with the theme of making milk tea. And you know, Empress, actually, you asked what we'll be talking about tonight. Since I will be making milk tea, I would like to talk about the history of milk tea in India. You may know milk tea as what a lot of coffee shops sell as chai tea latte. So we're essentially making a chai tea latte tonight. Chai tea latte is actually not the proper way of saying it. Milk tea or chai, just chai, because chai is the same word as tea in Hindi. So when you say chai tea latte, you're saying tea latte. If you were in India, you could easily get access to a very beautiful chai tea latte style beverage. But it would be just called chai, or it would be called masala chai, or it would be called milk tea. So we'll be making that tonight. Thanks, Empress. Yeah, so if you want to be like next level, you know, awareness, the next time you go to a coffee shop and order that drink, you know, like I don't encourage you to be like pretentious about educating people on this. If you have an opportunity to talk about it, please do. But instead, just, you know, call it a masala chai, or just say, you can call it a chai latte. Just call it a chai latte. You don't have to say chai tea latte. The tea is extra. Empress, thank you for opening your box. Thanks for the heart. Okay. I'm ready to go. Alright, so the masala chai, the tea itself, is the tea that I sent for this month's free tea for all the core fans. This card is included with it, so I will just be following these instructions. So this is the recipe. It's a simple recipe. It's just a little label. Masala chai. Cooking it on the stove top. Like, you can totally cook this tea, or brew it like you would any other simple black tea, and perhaps I'll do that tonight too. But first we're gonna make this milk tea. You know, it's starting to get cold. I chose this tea for us because, you know, the weather is getting cold. Perfect time to have something decadent and rich. And that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is crying below. Cookies, yeah, I'll be making cookies in just a second. First, we're gonna make a milk tea. So I'm just turning my induction heater on. I am working with an induction heater here. This is, you know, a really nice way to cook. It's just kind of limiting because you're limited in the material that you can use to cook on it. So, you know, I'm having to use a stainless steel pan. I don't have a saucepan. The saucepan is much better to use than this pan that I'm using here. This is just like a fry pan, but at the same time, I don't have it. It's always good to know how to improvise and figure it out. Trust me, I'm a food scientist. I know what I'm doing. It's fine. It's safe. Hey, Tef says hello. Tef. Oh yeah, Pikachu, you're here. Tef says, I refuse to join you all, or at least for so long. I'm not allowed to download the app in Denmark. Aww. Hey Ian, welcome in. Thanks for the like. All right, so we're gonna start out with a little bit of water. You like the music? Yeah, so tonight's music, I'm just playing like a selection of, all right, so it called for about 1/4 of a cup. I put less than 1/4 of a cup because again, I'm working with this fry pan, you know, so like I don't have the saucepan space. You know, of course, if you're working with the saucepan, it could be more helpful, better quality cooking than this, but we will improvise. You like the music? Yeah, so I'm playing a selection. I'm playing a selection of random jams that I found on SoundCloud. Currently, this is a jam between a group called Epic Fusion Jam Session. There's a hang drum, a tabla, a beatbox, a vina, and a guitar. I don't know what a vina is, but it's probably just a bunch of hippies jamming out. I'm looking up what a vina is. Ah, it's a chordophone. Interesting. Okay, so that's like the sitar sounding. That's the sitar sounding instrument that you're hearing. Okay, so turn this on. We're trying to get this to a boil, so, you know, I don't want it to be so hot, because actually these induction burners or heaters, they get very hot, which is good for cooking, you know, because you want to be able to control the heat quickly. Here, let me get you all the view. Alan, you over there talking trash about my pumpkin? Don't talk about my pumpkin. This pumpkin is gonna turn into a beautiful, decadent dessert next week. Don't talk shit. All right, Empress, see you soon. Hey, Scotty, what's up? Scotty, I'm doing a cooking demo today. Let me turn the camera down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Rock and roll. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna make. I'm making this masala chai, which was the tea that was the core fan gift for last month. Hey, Essa. Konnichiwa. So let me just show you this tea. Y'all can see what I mean. What is masala chai? So chai means tea. Masala means a mix, and it typically means well, you know, the water was boiling already, so I cheated a little bit. It usually means like a spice mix, a spice blend. So when you say masala chai, it's black tea or chai that's been blended with the different herbs. So you can see little specks of like not tea. If you go through the bag of tea, you'll find full on like bay leaves, there's anise, there's ginger. I do have fresh ginger that I'm gonna add to it. But you see, this is actually a really nice grade of leaf. Usually when you see this type of tea, or when masala chai is blended in the home, even in India, they're using the CTC grade, or the grade that's processed into the tiny little pieces. This is more of like a full leaf. This is a very premium grade. And all of the ingredients in this tea came from, see how big that leaf is? That's almost, like once this rehydrates with the water, it'll become like a full-size leaf. All this leaf and the spices, they're all grown in the same area. Alright, so I'm just going to throw the tea in. And then I'm going to put in some sugar, because we want it decadent. You don't have to put in the sugar. Maybe I don't want you to see it. But you can see this. You can see this angle. That's all that's important. Yeah, anything that's green, you're not going to see. Alright, I'm not going to put that much sugar. Save the sugar for the cookies. Alright. And at this point, I'd want to put in the fresh ginger too. I should have cut this up before I even started, but I'll catch up now. See the tea color already starting to come through. You can see it. Cut off a piece of my ginger. I don't have like a grinder. A little grinder would be really good for this. So you can get the ginger in smaller pieces. When it comes to like infusing something or brewing something, which essentially we're brewing this. We're gonna brew it in milk, but with the ginger, you know, we're not gonna eat the final ginger. We're brewing it. So the trick is to create as much surface area as possible. So, you know, if you grind it into a paste, essentially, you're going to get the most amount of surface area to... But I'm just going to chop this up. No harm done. You tried what, Scotty? What did you try? The masala chai? You've tried masala chai before? Alright. I didn't chop it up too much, but enough. Enough. Oh, that smells so good. Hey, Donnie, welcome in. Alright. Try to heat up just a little bit more. See how nice that is? Like, I turned that heat down and it like immediately took the temperature where I wanted to go. I didn't have to wait. That's like the main advantage of using these kinds of burners. Alright, for Alan, I'm gonna move this. Better. I'm gonna move this back. I don't need any more water now. Oh, it smells really good. I'm making milk tea. This is water, masala chai, which is black tea blended with spices and herbs, and fresh cut ginger. And it's just like steeping right now in the water. The next step, I'll add in the milk. And then that's when the real cooking's gonna happen. For being here, y'all. Reddit, I know a lot of y'all, you're new. We haven't met before. My name is Elise. I am the founder of a tea company called Tealet. I've been doing this for 10 years. So through those 10 years, I've kind of become a tea expert. So I like to come onto my streams and not only talk about tea, but like talk about the overall lifestyle around tea and how it can be really beneficial for our world. Juana, thank you for the hashtag. All right, so this has been going long enough now. I'm gonna add in my milk. You want to add about 1 cup of milk. I'll probably add a little bit less than that, again, because I've got such a small pot. A little creamy. I used whole milk. You can use any variety of milk, including a plant milk. You can too, Tef? Well, Tef, you're always drinking this masala chai stuff. You got it in this, like, powder. You love it, don't you? You got it in this powder. You just add your hot water. Look at that nice color. So we're gonna leave this cooking on a light like bubble for like 6 to 8 minutes because we want all those flavors to come together with the richness in the milk. It smells great. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. It's mostly that fresh ginger. So like This is a tea that I distribute. So like in my software company that I have, Tealet, it is a B2B. So it's a business supply chain platform that facilitates direct trade between independent family-owned farms and tea business buyers. So most of my clients are actually restaurants, hotels, tea businesses, tea houses, tea shops, coffee shops. I sell a lot of this tea to our customers. They'll do something similar to this. Instead, they'll usually be doing it in very large batches, pre-batching their masala chai throughout the day. And each one, even though they're using the same tea base, which is that black tea mixed in with the spices and the herbs, I'll pull some more out to show y'all. Even though they're all using that same base tea, every one of those coffee shops masala chai are all very different. So you see, this is the tea. This is the base tea. This is the tea I sell to all those same shops. You see, it's got the black tea. It's got some bay leaf in it. There's star of anise, cinnamon, cloves, dried ginger. See, this is a dried ginger piece right here. Dried ginger flake. Right there, this is dried, but I put in fresh ginger, and so a lot of these coffee shops will have their own recipe of special ingredients. Yeah, it's great for the heart, Donnie. You know, the way that I'm preparing the tea here with the milk and the sugar, I really can't endorse as any type of healthy, right? This is pure decadence. This is just for us to enjoy and like enjoy the actual taste of versus having it as a health product. But if you did want to have it as a health product, the tea alone, if you were to brew this tea into hot water and just drink that, it's actually very good. It is very drinkable that way. It's has no calories. It does have some polyphenols and some stuff that is beneficial, but ultimately what acquiring a tea lifestyle does for your health is it, well, first of all, with soft drinks, it will immediately replace your soft drinks. So whether or not you're going to Starbucks to get yourself a sugary coffee every day, or you like sodas, when you start drinking tea, you will notice yourself drinking a lot less of those sugary soft drinks, which is a huge change and influence on how tea helps lose weight, helps with heart health. It also helps like just equalize your energetics throughout the day, and help you sleep better, which is also something that will have like incredible overall health benefits for you. But you know, when we're having it like this, when it's like being consumed with the milk and the sugar, you know, it's decadence. I wouldn't think of it as any kind of health benefit. Oh, I know you would do it. You're gonna do it the proper way. You just haven't been introduced to it, Tef. You think you're an evil mastermind, but not. You smoked tea. That's cool. So we did a little experiment in my warehouse several years ago where we tested out smoking different teas, smoked them in a bong, and we found that most of them did not do well as smoking. But there is a green tea from Japan called kukicha, which does make for a very nice smoke. So in the case Thrill Lion, that you're looking for another tea to smoke, I do recommend checking out the tea kukicha. I'll put it into the chat for you. Kukicha. And it's made just with the stems. Hey, holy cow, welcome in. Alright, what's going on with our music now? space for us. Hey, Amin, welcome in. Good to see ya. Let's try this one. Well, Tef, I'll make sure that you get. So you see, it's starting to bubble now. It's almost done. I'll make sure you get to try the good one this Christmas. It's still smelling nice. Hey Claire girl, welcome in. Good to see ya. Claire girl, my name is Elise. I'm very happy to meet you. Thank you for the follow. Today I am making spicy masala milk tea. You may know this as a chai tea latte when you go to a coffee shop. Moana. Oh, what is that? Explain that, Tef. Hey Rob, thanks for the like. I don't know why this music stopped. Because it's light, that's why.
Benvenuti a tutti gli ascoltatori. Io sono Andrea Bossari e ho il piacere di accompagnarvi e così via ad uno stato
Oh, this is like an interview.
spirituale. Hai avuto qualche esperienza?
Okay, I know what those are, Tef. You and your pancakes. You love your pancakes. Yeah, I believe that my family has like a pan for making those. And I have made them before. Actually, no, I have a pan. I have a cast iron pan. I took it out camping. And I made birthday cakes with it. Because it was someone's birthday where we were camping. Put as a ball. Pancake balls. I'm starting to smell the tea. It's no longer just the ginger that I'm smelling. I'm starting to smell the tea as well. Let's see, what's going on with this music? It's starting out very light and dramatic. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. Hey H Fletch, welcome in. Good to see you, friend. Hey, I saw your drawing. It looks great. Very, like, mature compared to all the other tea fairies that have been visualized before. Ghetto Glory family! Yeah! Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, friend. How you doing? I was chilling in your stream last night, for sure. Y'all need to follow. I'm sure you already do. Everybody knows. Ghetto Glory family won the contest last month. They're like the most famous of Pococha. Oh, takoyaki? Is that what you're talking about? Takoyaki? Takoyaki? Yeah, the takoyaki, like the octopus balls. Yeah, I thought you were talking about takoyaki, the ice cream cone cakes, the fish-shaped ice cream cone cakes. Oh, great. Hey, East Dance, you know masala tea. Great. Yeah, I'm making it. I'm making it now. If you want to see East Dance, if you're new here, my name is Elise, by the way. I'm happy to meet you. You want to see the tea. This is the tea we started with. This is a masala chai mix from Assam, India. It's actually quite a full leaf black tea, which is not very typical of masala chai or, you know, chai that would be used to make a masala. Usually they would be using the CTC grade leaf. But in this case, the farmer, all of these ingredients, the bay leaf, the clove, the star of anise, the ginger, they all came from the same area. Yeah, I put in, the only thing that I put in that I had access to today was extra ginger, and to be honest, like that was really the only thing that I was craving with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. I think this is ready. The next step is just to decant it. What East Dance, what do you like to put into your masala blend? Yeah, the octopus balls, the takoyaki. I got that, Tef. I'm just gonna move this to the side. That is not balancing. Maybe I can put it upside down. I'm making a masala chai. Actually, Ghetto Glory family, if you send me your address, you can just IG message me your address. I have some for you. I need to send to you. I packed it. I need to send it to you. Alright, I'm just putting it on the stainless steel. Yeah, licorice would be nice. That's a good idea, Tash. Bitcoin, don't touch it. Please don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's masala chai. So it's a blend of black tea with different spices and herbs. This is the tea. Coriander, raisin. You know, raisin's not so common, but sure, Tef, if you have access to raisin. Orange peel, yeah, you could put orange peel in it. You could put anything in it. You add cloves, cardamom, star anise, black peppercorn, dried chili powder. Yeah, you could definitely put chili powder in it, yep. That's going to be so graceful. Maybe this one will be better. No, that won't be better. Yeah, you could also use honey or a maple syrup. I just made it the most simplest way because I know, you know, that like y'all just got your small sample and you're gonna try it out at home. I don't know if you're gonna go out and, you know, procure all of these different herbs and spices, but you are definitely able to use whatever you want. Mainline it in the vein, that's funny. So East Dance, are you Hindi or Indian by any chance? Wait, can you snort chili powder? I absolutely do not recommend that you snort chili powder. Please do not do that. Ooh, you brew beer with orange zest, coriander, and honey. That's a great idea. That is an awesome idea. Souls of your enemy too? Wow, Tef. Alright, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pour it into this one first. And then I'll pour it into this one. Because I'll have like a better... I'll have a better pour with the And the thing that's great is that this tea is actually so high quality, I could probably steep it again, to be honest. Alright, now I have easier control on this. So it's here. This is what I made in that frying pan. Very easy. People can smoke teas. Pikachu's not even here to hear your attitude on that one. And so now I'm using this strainer here to strain out any last pieces that did get through. But East Dance, this tea, the farmer that made this tea in Debergar is they grew all these other spices and ingredients blended in here, so it already had like a good base of what's gonna give the tea flavor. Hey Craig, hey, I'm making up the masala milk tea that I sent to you. Here it is. This is it. This is... What is this? What made it on the side? Oh no, that was just... That was just the app. So it's quite light in color. I probably could have brewed the tea longer to bring out more darkness. But I'm positive this tea is gonna be really delicious. Positive. What are you're talking? See, Pikachu's not even here to hear you talking smack. Yeah, Pikachu's not even here. Let me come back online. Alright, hey, rah, Empress, thank you. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, thank you, Empress. I appreciate you. Beautiful. I'll move this over. Right, doesn't this look great, East Dance? Doesn't that look like a beautiful cup of milk tea, of chai? Oh, it's so yummy! Oh my goodness, the fresh ginger makes all the difference. That fresh ginger, like, totally gives some, like, bite to the tea. So not only is it rich and sweet from the milk and the sugar. Essie, thank you for the hearts. That fresh cut ginger that I put in there really helped to give it bite as it goes down the throat. Really good. Alright, it's time to make some cookies. I made my tea. This is my cocoa box. Oh, Bitcoin, I know you would love it. So super simple to make, right? So you heat your water up. Esther, thank you for 3,000 fan noise. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you can add whole cinnamon. There is cinnamon in here, but yeah, if you use like fresh whole cinnamon that you've like just freshly, even vanilla bean you could put in there. So yeah, y'all, Pokechaw, when y'all are at home Maybe for Thanksgiving with your family, this will be a good time to pull out this tea and make a big pot of it. Have like a big saucepan and maybe like double or triple the recipe. This could be something really fun to make with your family. Yeah, vanilla bean. Fuck yeah, let's be decadent here. So yeah, Get a Glory family, you've got to like message me your wherever you'd like me to send it. If it's a P.O. box or whatever, let me know. All right, I think I'm gonna make some cookies using my milk tea. I think that's gonna be the solution here. And again, this pot, you know, I did decant the tea from it, but the leaf, like, look how big the leaf is. Like, there's definitely more steeping left in this. I could probably add more water into this, put it back onto the burner, onto the induction burner, and make another batch. Easy. I'll do that, actually. I will. I don't want to waste. You never want to waste good tea. If there's like more brewing that can be taken from the tea, you definitely want to get the most out of it. Oh, you tried to put THC infused? So if you were to do that, the easiest way is to get it when they suspend the THC in like an oil or even butter. If it's butter, you can just, you know, put the butter into your tea at the very end for it to melt in. That would totally work. That'd be great, actually. Have I always been a fan of milk tea? You know, I haven't, actually. Yeah, you know, something's going on. I think it's the decoder for my camera of why the timing is off. I keep meaning to work on it, and yeah, my streams are always a little bit off. But you have a lot of mate. You like mate. Cool. Do you know that mate is not tea? Oh, your fam's from Pakistan. Yeah. Pakistan definitely has a milk tea chai culture as well. So yeah, I didn't always like milk tea. In fact, I didn't always like tea. Diggle, you troublemaker. Yeah, so December I'll be sending y'all some delicious buttery oolong tea. I brought all the other stuff I need for my cookies except for, well, you know what I have. I have like a cookie blend already ready to go here, and it has tea in it. It has Rogue Way tea in it. So I'm just gonna make these cookies. I forgot that I had this. It's like a flour, baking powder, baking soda, sugar. Like all it needs is the liquid. So I'll do that right now. Be very easy. Yeah, I didn't really start to learn about tea, drink tea, understand tea until I started this business about 10 years ago. My background, I'm a food scientist. I worked in the food industry for several years and became, you know, quite jaded on how unsustainable and kind of poisoning the food industry is. So I joined the Peace Corps and I lived in West Africa for a couple of years working with rural farmers, and when I came back I knew the one thing that I wanted to do was reestablish the bridge between producers and consumers, farmers and people. The first company that I felt like I could work with as a food scientist was a Japanese tea manufacturer called Itoen. They make unsweetened green tea. I was their quality control supervisor for 2 years, and that was the first time I ever had to drink tea. And yeah, I did have to drink a lot of tea through like doing quality control every batch, pulling a sample, and I really liked tea, and I felt like, yeah, this is an industry I can work in. Am I rocking up confections in the beaker? Oh, and this one, yeah, this has got. It's like a cookie mix. It's a cookie mix that I made that I had leftovers. So I'm just gonna use this instead of making a new dry mix of like flour, sugar, baking powder. I'm just gonna use this one. And I've got my Easy Bake Oven, which has been heating in the back. So it should be hot and ready to go. That's the thing about the Easy Bake Oven. If you don't let it sit and heat up for long enough, it'll like take a long time for your cookies to bake. So I always like to set it up beforehand. All right, I do have to work on my meter. I mean, it's looking good now, but I need more. I really want the tea now. Well, okay. That's a good troll. Yeah, so that was when I was like, I was already like 28, 27, 28 when I first got introduced to tea and started drinking tea. And that led me down a journey that now, you know, I started to ask questions about the supply chain, about where tea comes from, the condition of the farmers, right? After I spent that time in Africa, it became very difficult for me not to, want to be involved with engaging the farmers. Let's see, I need a bowl for mixing my, you know what, no I don't. I'm just going to use a small one. But you know, the thing about milk tea that always surprises people, especially Indian people or people that, you know, have family from India, is there's like this deep passion and love for milk tea or for chai that gets heavily associated with heritage and with like lineage and deep roots in culture. And, chai is not something that was introduced to Indian culture until really the 1980s, and it mostly served as a satiation tool for the working class in the beginning. And still now, to this day, what's better than, an afternoon, chai break with your colleagues after, to like satiate your hunger in the middle of the workday. It's like that. And, there's a lot of talk among, tea historians and people that have been involved in tea culture for a long time that say that the tea industry, along with the sugar industry, which were both highly colonized industries, were like in cahoots with each other to create this strong culture and almost addiction to chai that workers need it throughout their day to get through it. Yeah, nice holy cow. Holy cow getting it, helping the meter. All right, so it looks like I got liquid in this. Like, I mean, I really could throw some cookies together just by blending these two things together, but no, I'm gonna, I've got some egg and some butter here, so I'm gonna spice them up. I'm having to keep my eye on this meter. Oh shoot, what happened? Oh, I hit my 100,000. Oh my gosh, no, Cool Cat was right. Cool Cat was right. Oh no. All right, I guess that's it. I saved my meter with that. I didn't realize that that was gonna do that. It's okay, maybe it saves the day. Like, hopefully the meter just jumps like crazy right before. It usually does. It like freaking sometimes even like doubles. Easy way to calm spice if I make something too spicy. Oh, that's a good question. You know, from a food science perspective, the best option is ice cream. The creamier, the better. The higher fat, the more unhealthy, the better. That's the best. So if you can do that. I'm sure y'all have heard of that solution before. Got an egg here. I'm mixing up to start out this recipe. I don't think I'm gonna have enough for a whole egg. I may have to take out some of this egg. Oh, thank you for the hearts of flutter. Moana, you don't have to do that. Thank you. See, improvising. All right, so I've got like half the egg here. And then I need some butter. This is not totally soft. It's okay though. Aw, thank you for the Bitcoin love, Tev. Aw, that's so special. You got your Bitcoin emote now. Yeah, coconut milk will totally work. Oh, you're talking about for relieving your spiciness? Yeah, coconut milk probably won't work so well for relieving the spiciness. The higher the fat content, the better, because that's actually what's doing the work there, is that the fat is holding on to the capsaicin, which is what's creating the spicy sensation for you. So yeah, so if you're talking about like coconut ice cream, it's definitely like whole milk. Regular ice cream is gonna be better because that's fattier. All right, I didn't have time to melt my butter, so I'm just gonna cut it in pieces so it'll be easier to mix in. What happened? Hey, Chef Cito, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hydrate, thank you for the hydrate, Plastic Man. Hey, Plastic Man, I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? All right, I'll hydrate. I got a little water here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, Plastic Man, it's been forever, I feel like. I'm just about to make some cookies. I just finished making milk tea, masala chai milk tea. You may know it as chai tea latte. latte. Tea latte. All right, one more thing of butter. You can never have too much butter in cookies. Actually, you can. You can, actually. It'll make, if you put too much butter, it'll make them, like, flatten too much. Hey, you went to Ramiro today. Where's Ramiro? See you later, Pusscat. You know, if you're gonna be cooking small batches with the Easy Bake Oven, you gotta be making your cookie dough in small small bowls too. Oh, sweet. Oh, duh. Awesome. Oh, you went there. What'd you eat? Oh, lucky you. I completely forgot that was... I'm so sorry I didn't, like, just freaking tattoo that in my brain forever. I missed you, though. I was looking forward to meeting you. Let's see if I have some vanilla. I could have probably put that in my milk. Oh shit, I found pork rinds. Which one is it? Yeah, I don't have vanilla in here. It's okay. There's more than enough flavor in here. Alright, I'm just going for it. In my tiny bowl. Yeah, I think I forgot. Maybe that was the trick. I think that was the trick, Plastic Man. Because I saw you come in. Hey, Mikey, good to see you. I saw you come in and I was like... Alright, and then I'm going to add a little bit of this. For the flavor. Mmm. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, you know, they tell you to have milk, you know, drink a glass of milk when you have something spicy, which, you know, works, but it's not the most ideal. Ice cream's the most ideal. Because not only, I mean, it's higher fat, it has more of the fat, which is gonna attach itself to the capsaicin, but it's also just colder in temperature. Baking time, Juana, yes, it's true. Baking with an Easy Bake Oven. So I have to do very small batches, because if I make a full big batch of cookies, I'll get so frustrated because it'll take me forever to bake them. So I'm just making a small batch. I'll tell you what, because the butter was not melted, these cookies are probably going to come out like really fluffy and nice, actually. All right, Empress, thank you so much for spending time. Yeah, so I brought that up earlier about milk tea. I'd love to hear y'all's opinion on this concept of like heritage when it comes to products, cultures, and ideologies that are actually modern phenomenon. Like, do you think it's right for people to be more accurate in their understandings of their heritage, or like how to reconcile this? Because I mean, is it important? Because yeah, milk tea, masala chai, the chai part of Indian culture has had masala for ages. That is heritage. But the chai part of it was a really modern phenomenon. Like something that was introduced within the lifetime of a millennial, basically. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, Plastic Man. I appreciate that. I'm glad to see you on Twitch still. I'm making such a mess in my little bowl here. Oh, my cookie dough coming together though. My tiny, tiny bowl is so small. That's a nice cookie dough. Oh, thank you for the... Are those noodles? Are you sending noodles over in the middle of the cookie stream? Hipotachi! Hentai, oh boy! Cookie o ryoshimasu. Ryori shimasu. Okay, that's an interesting take. You said we'll have to move past all these differentiating identifiers. So are you talking about like the identifier of like what is heritage and not heritage? What is culture and not culture? Or what if culture, some type of culture has precedent over another one? Hipotachi-san, my, yeah, cooking, my, chai o shimashita, milk tea, spicy, karai chai, karai no cha, Indo cha, milk tea. Just got here, but yeah, a unified culture. Okay, that's interesting. I'll hold space for that. I like that argument. Now, are you talking about like a global unifying culture? I'm gonna clean my area because I'm gonna bring the oven over. Are you talking about a like a global unified culture? Or are you just talking about countries? Or more local communities? And I'm gonna go grab my Easy Bake Oven so that we can start baking. And we're going to talk more about this because I specifically want to talk about my experiences of how I can see it being problematic for us not to resolve this issue around culture. Oven here, ready to go. In my easy bake oven. I guess that viewpoint is not as interesting. It is hot already, which is good. It looks like it's on. Okay. Good old Glory family, you're still here. I see ya. Moana, thank you for all the hashtags. Thank you. Make it nice and clean for y'all. I didn't realize how it's kind of messy. Okay, so you say local and global probably are the most important cultures. Okay, so and okay, I get that. Right? They say think globally, act locally. I could see that. All right, let me get some of these cookies plated. Okay, so here's my opinion, and you know, I'm just using the story of tea, of chai in India, and the importance of chai in Indian households, and in, you know, even in cities and all over now, and why I think it's problematic if people don't question it and identify it properly of whether or not it's heritage or not. So first, the underlying assumption that I'm using here, and this could be a whole other discussion that we could have after I say this, is that heritage is important, right? So like, heritage is something to be respected, heritage is to be something to be considered and for people to think about and respect and preserve and hold on to, right? And I believe that evolving culture and new culture and, you know, respective culture, you know, as different people meet each other, here, I'm turning back here, when people meet each other and learn from each other and evolve their cultures together, I believe that that's like just as important as heritage itself is. So where it's problematic in this thing is that when it comes to chai culture in India, it is heavily preserved It is not mocked. And that's good. You shouldn't mock heritage. You should respect it and preserve it. But it's new, and it was introduced, and it was started through a propaganda campaign. A very manipulative propaganda campaign where people were told during a time of deep local pride, during a time right after India's independence, where people were finally able to live in their own communities and do their own things. I'm just shaping myself little round cookies here. This is my cookie dough. See, it's got the tea flakes in it. You can see it's got little tea flakes in it. And then I did use some of my milk tea to as a liquid to bring this dough together. So there's a couple of different uses of tea in these cookies. Yeah, so Indian chai was introduced to the Indian public as a nationalistic Swadeshi, actually. Swadeshi is the specific word, Hindi word, that was used in the campaign to popularize chai or tea. Swadeshi means self-reliance. It was a very important word that was used by independence activists, warriors, I should say, more properly. You had to be a warrior to be doing that back then. To build national pride among Indian people, against the British. All right, so I'm putting it. The Easy Bake Oven has the input on this side. This is a modern one. The old-fashioned ones that we grew up with were really sick because they had a light bulb inside of it. They had to get rid of that technology because I think the bulb that they used was the EPA had regulated it, not allowed anymore. So the heating element in this is not as hot, but I have been preheating this for over an hour now, so it should be really ready to go. I do have to move that over. I'm sorry, I'll move it back quickly. And I'm just using my little tool here to push it in. This tool helps you push in the tray. It's plastic. But it helps you push it just to the right place where the oven starts. So now the cookies are in the oven. They are in the oven. Hey Monkeypox, welcome in, good to see you. I was just about to hop over the window to see what the notification was. I heard ya. Oh. Alright, I'm getting some follows. Curious about them not looking. Yeah, I don't like your name. I'm just blocking you because I don't like your name. I don't want any trouble. Molly girl, welcome in. I got boxes for you. Yeah. Should have known, both of y'all. Out of here. No tolerance. I usually have tolerance for trolls, but that's not even trolling. That's hate. That's just hate. Oh. Easy Bake Ovens, maybe they used to burn houses down. Sorry, I had to deal with some trolls on Reddit, on Twitch, I mean. We will have to be global soon, as it needs broken down. You're right. Yeah, you're right. All right, so I'm not on any kind of timer because again, I'm not like knowing the exact temperature in this oven, so I'm just gonna use family, thank you for that heart. Music's getting kind of heavy. Spicy good. Hey, Underspells, if you enjoyed a smoked Darjeeling tea, I recommend you check out the teas I got. And actually, I have some good news. I, like the rest of the commercial world, have to run a sale for Black Friday. So next weekend, everything on my site is going to be 25% off, but all of the teas are direct trade. They all come from independent family-owned farms. We do definitely work with a family in Darjeeling that's making beautiful teas. We have like white, green, black teas from them. Really nice. So the cookies should work pretty fast because they're small little cookies. I'm just going off of smell. And really, if I pull them out early again, I can run them through the machine again. Fine. Yeah, Black Tea Friday, exactly. I think I used to do that. Like the very first year I ran those sales, I did cheeky, clever things. Now I just run the same sale all weekend, because people, they forget or, they want to come on whatever day and they don't want to I have to go on Friday because that's when this sale is on. Hey, Angela, welcome in. All right, so I'm going to finish what I was saying a second ago about heritage and culture. And if you're still here, Underspells, if you're still here, we can definitely talk about it still. I think you are still here, actually. Swadeshi is the movement of self-reliance and independence. And so this was when local activists would stage large like bonfires where they would burn all of the imported clothing and other items that they received, you know, in an effort to show that they could produce their own clothing locally. And so tea was marketed as a similar type of product of like, oh, if you drink tea, it's grown in India, so you're drinking a local product. And so there's national pride, right? And so this culture, this heritage was almost manipulated through this propaganda campaign, because tea in the tea industry, especially at that time when this campaign was launched, originally in the 1940s, the tea companies that received all of the profits from the business of tea were British, were European-owned companies. And so it absolutely was not Swadeshi. It was colonizing. It was, you know, not what they were saying it was. And so how it's an issue now is, you know, there is a lot of really great discourse and activism going on around social equity and cultural respect, but the culture and the heritage of chai, in that chai is somehow this nationalistic, supporting, self-sufficient industry that should be supported in an effort of nationalism, is difficult, because the chai industry, even now in independence, is not serving to the local people. It is extremely exploitive. There's prevalent indentured labor, probably more so than any other industry in India. And you know, if you've seen any movie, Indian movie, that talks about, you know, poverty and the classism that exists in India, you see it's pretty bad. You see it's pretty dramatic. The income gap between the wealthy or the higher castes and then the lower castes. So for instance, the Indian government allows each state to set their own minimum wage, and they are allowed to categorize the minimum wages based off of work type. And in every state where the tea industry exists, tea farm worker is the lowest minimum wage of any category of work. It's extremely low. In West Bengal, where Darjeeling is located, just a few years ago, it was still only $1.50 a day. You know, there's always, you know, protests and petitioning to increase those wages, but they hardly ever make any type of increase. You know, there's some farms that may be doing a better job than others, but generally it's not an empowering or autonomous type of situation. In fact, it's a really kind of dangerous place that put people at risk, and you know, these types of communities have been targeted for human trafficking because of their situation. And so it makes you question, like, is supporting this product as a heritage self-serving for, you know, the Indian community as a whole? And I've brought up that question to ahimsa activists, including Gandhi's grandson. I had the opportunity of giving a speech, and Gandhi's grandson was in the crowd. And I had to teach him all of this stuff. And he was born in like the 50s or 60s. I think he was born in the 50s. Far earlier than chai became, you know, cultural norm in India. But it is so strong of a cultural norm that people don't even question, like, oh, where does tea even come from? how is it produced? Why is it so cheap? They just think that, you know, it's an important part of Indian heritage, which is true. But, you know, I guess that's kind of my mental practice around telling the story of chai. Do you want the most nutrient-dense, antioxidant-rich? Start with matcha, ceremonial-grade matcha. That's definitely gonna be where you're gonna get what you're looking for there. On my website, that would be the Midori, matcha Midori. What is going on here? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me it's broken. I can't get my tray out of here. Maybe I didn't push it in all the way. Maybe that's the problem. Oh no, I'm supposed to put it... This is too much rocket science for me. Because you're supposed to push it all the way out that way, that's right. Duh. I'm like a little kid that can't remember instructions. How are these? I'll let them cool. I can always make another batch. Easy. Basururu. Basururu. Lilith, welcome in. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the heart. What should I call you? Koburashi no? Koburashi no Rami Basuru? Welcome. Hello. Welcome in. Nice to meet you. My name is Elise. Yeah, I would recommend matcha for you. But make sure you go for the ceremonial grade matcha. Ceremonial grade is having more of the antioxidants as well as L-theanine. You know, that's kind of the magical ingredient in tea that makes it so special with the caffeine, because it changes the caffeine's reaction in the body from, you know, like this jolt of energy that you get usually just from, you know, coffee's caffeine to like it's a extended release of energy, and it's all like in the mind. It creates like a mental focus and a body relaxation. America, I love you. I like that. Thank you. America loves you too. Let's hope. Let's hope. All right, let's see. Is it cool enough yet? It's cool enough. See my cookies, they're done. All right, let's see. They might not be fully done. I might have needed to, well, that's good enough. You see the bottom? They got a little brown. I probably could have cooked them a little bit longer, but these will be good. You see the tea in them? Great little cookies. I'll make another batch. another batch, 2 whole cookies. What could improve the process of chai? Accountability and transparency, right? Like, that's the first step. And ultimately, if we do that, if there truly is, because even mechanization is still going to require resources. Still, valuable operation. I'm just going to make these bigger, use all the rest of the dough. So what's going to happen if there is accountability and transparency about the true value chain involved in the industry? Ultimately, what's going to happen is what's happening right now, which is crazy inflation. The market's going to have to learn the sad truth that the products that we've come to love and appreciate as, cheap commodities are not that cheap. And that fragile system of lying to the market about the true value of products had been covered up and facilitated by a very cheap logistics system, cheap shipping. Oh, you love Las Vegas? Watashi mo, me too. Come visit me. Come to Vegas. I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Alright. I got my 2 cookies. I'm gonna put them in. Oh no, they're a little too high for the door. They're too big. Hey Eastwood, welcome in. Nice to meet you. Or good to see you again. I'm sorry about that. I know you've been here before. Yeah, if we just learn to value things for what they're truly worth and what their true value is. Good old Corey family, thank you for the 50 fan noise. Awesome. Rami Basuru. Thank you for the kitakobe. Those are very cool. Where did you get those from? Huh? Those are very cool. Where'd you get those emojis? Yeah, because labor is not the only issue here. There's environmental damages going on. There's economic issues going on, at the local places where these products are being produced. There's imbalances and incorrection or inaccuracies in the value chain. And ultimately, that's the issue. Good aboard family, thank you for being here. Look, my shirt matches my Easy Bake Oven. Can you see it? It's kind of retro looking. They designed it to be all retro looking. I think I'm gonna go sit over here, of course. I'll go sit over here. Take a break. Give my doggers a break. Oh, Bitcoin, what's that about? Bitcoin, you want to come say hi to everybody? Come. Oh. This is Bitcoin. He's curious about the cookies. Actually, I should try the cookies. I should eat the cookies. And I've got a little bit of this tea left. Hey, Jazzy in Boston, good to see you. I'm baking cookies in my Easy Bake Oven. Welcome, good to see you. SA, welcome in. That's not even a good acronym either. You want to see the oven? You want to see the full thing? No, this is not the original. This is a modern one. Here, I'll grab it. Kiriko-me, arigato. Hey, Get a Boy family, thank you for becoming a mini fan. Awesome, thank you for the soccer. Alright. I'll show you this. Yeah, we are blessed with the presence of Get a Boy family. Alright, I'll show you the front of this oven. So the cookies or the tray goes in the other side. This is the exit tray. It's got a cool little vintage design on it. But it's definitely not the original. I think the light bulb that they used to use in these was like criminalized by the EPA. So this is like the modern version of it. And Jazzy, before I made these cookies, I made some milk tea using the masala chai that I sent y'all for last month's core fan. And this is it here. I brewed it with milk and ginger, fresh ginger, and a little sugar on the stove. When you receive your tea, Jazzy, looks like a coffee tea. Yeah, it's you'll probably like it. I mean, this is, you know, very, it's like a chai tea latte if you ever get one of those. And I made cookies already. Little tea cookies. So there's actually tea in it, and I did use some of the masala chai milk tea as like a liquid in the cookie. Let's give it a try. You should be getting it in the mail soon. These are definitely not sweet. I thought I had mixed sugar into that already. That's okay. Healthier, less sugar in the cookies. Well, they're pretty good though. I hardly taste the tea in it. It really just tastes more like a biscuit. We don't have to, but you may have one already at your house that you could just use. Just a normal like metal strainer that you have at your house. Icon anime character, who is that? Oh, you can use a rice strainer. I mean, I'll show you what the tea looks like. Okay, so this is like the aftermath. That's like how big the tea is. That's the strainer I used. But like that's how big the tea ends up when you strain it. And you see I was like cooking it with the milk. I brewed it on the stove top. Oh, I used an induction burner here. Yeah. Yeah. What tea could I grow in the Midwest, outdoor or indoor? This one, the one I have, yeah, it's very cool. You know what? If you go to like Amazon, I'm sure you'll find some tea vendors selling it. I need to clean it. You know, I got the milk all over it, but yeah, it's like the shape of a Bodhi leaf. It's pretty cool. Let's see my strainer. This is the strainer I used for this tea. Yeah, it's like metal. They do sell like real Bodhi leaf strainers. Hippotachi, you're still here. Itsu ko ni nakte. narimasu ka? Itsu? Soon, maybe. Spider-Man! Cool! Kakui! Yeah, it's the doggy. Oh, okay, doggy, come. Bitcoin, you've been beckoned. Hipotechi! Koome! Come on! Koome! Koome! I love you! I love you! Hipotechi-san, これはアメリカの sign language は I love you! 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 Yeah, Jazzy, it was Bitcoin. You called it. You knew it. Yay! Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for coming. We love you. Yeah, you could grow tea in the Midwest, especially indoor. But you could probably find even some varieties that would thrive outdoors. Yeah, it's Bitcoin. He's grunting and wanting attention and wanting cookies. Actually, I can give him some of this cookie because it's not very sweet. And it's probably a texture he'll like. Let's see. You want cookie? You want some cookie? Oh, he likes the cookie. You like the cookie? Hey, Guru. Guru, welcome in. So the thing that's particular about tea, the plant of tea, the Camellia sinensis plant, is that it... Thanks for the hashtag of cookies, Moana. It's very particular about the soil that it likes to grow in that it likes a very acidic soil. So that's 4.5 to 5.5, which, you know, there's not a lot of that type of soil, you know, throughout the Midwest. So you may have to fix your soil, which is not hard. You can fix it with sulfuric acid to bring the pH down. But there are some places in the US where the soil is naturally acidic, such as like volcanic areas. So, I mean, if there's like a ex-volcano around where you live, like you may be surprised to learn that the soil is, Bitcoin is crying. Ume! Okaeri! Ume, you haven't been here for a second. It's good to see you again. 今日はクッキンショーをしました。クッキーを作ったクッキー easy bake oven day. Oh, Bitcoin likes the cookie. Look, he likes the cookie. He wants the cookie. He deserves it. I'll share more with him. You like the cookie, huh? Yeah, he wants more. He likes the cookie. Yeah, he'll eat tea. He'll definitely eat tea. Ume, genki desu ka? How are you, Ume? Heart arigato, thank you. Hipotechi-san. Bye-bye. You like that Hipotechi? Hentai old boy. Hentai old boy. He wants that other cookie. He's going crazy for the other cookie. He wants the other cookie. What? Yeah, he wants the cookies. He's a cookie monster. Alright, you can have the rest of his cookies. Look how much I love this dog. I feel okay giving him the cookies because there's hardly any sugar in them. Ah, thank you, Friday. Friday, it's so good to see you. Long time, friend. Yeah, I am. I'm rocking an easy bake over here. I'm in the middle of baking a batch of cookies. Made these little tea cookies. They have rogue whey, and I used some milk tea, some masala chai milk tea as some of the liquid in the cookies. But unfortunately, the cookies don't really have, like, the tea taste doesn't really come through. I want to show you the cookie. You can see the specks of the rogue whey. I put whole crushed up rogue whey leaf in the cookie. But the cookies are good. The milk tea is very good. I made this on the stovetop. The induction burner. Friday, how you been? How you been? I see you're rocking TikTok. You're rocking TikTok. I do too much live streaming. I'm streaming to a mobile app now. I mean, possibly ashamed to admit that I'm streaming about 30 hours a week to this app. But I'm having a lot of fun there. And actually, the reason why I chose to make the milk tea today as like a cooking demonstration is because on this app they have instead of subscriptions they have fans, like core fans, and so every month I send my core fans tea, like a Bitcoin. He really likes the cookies. He wants all the cookies. Yeah, constantly. Yeah. I'm actually not streaming to Twitch so much anymore. Like I said, it's this mobile app. It's great though. It's a really cool app. It comes from Japan actually, so there's quite a bit of a Japanese audience that I've been able to connect with. Oh, you raided me Friday. What the heck? Awesome. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? What did you do? I thought you just like randomly came in here. I'm so sorry, Friday. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome in. It's really nice to meet you. My name is Elise. This is Bitcoin, the crybaby over here. He's begging for some cookies that I do have a batch of cookies in the Easy Bake Oven as we speak right now. But I have a cookie left over from the last batch. We just got raided. We got raided. So yeah, Friday, it's been great. I'm so happy to see you here. So I'll give y'all a little breakdown of what I do here. Bitcoin and I have a tech company called tealet.com. You're building a tea house in Sims? Are you serious? Awesome, Friday. That's so cool. I love all your T-rated content. You're T-rated. I called it T-rated. I like it. So a raid, Jazzy, a raid is something that happens on Twitch where when you finish your stream, you can actually take your audience to go watch someone else's live stream. And it's called a raid, and it's like a really cool culture on Twitch of how, you know, you can do networking and how you can meet new streams. you know, meet new people. So my friend Friday from Seattle, who has a wonderful tea shop in Seattle, if you're ever in the Seattle area, I highly recommend that you go check out Friday Afternoon Tea. Friday does use the Tea-Lit platform for some of her teas. So we've been working together for a while now. Awesome, Ume. You're having a hard time, Ume? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it's cool. I wish that Pococha had the feature for rating, because that'd be kind of cool. Because, like, you know, sometimes you need to end the stream. You want to end the stream, but, like, the people that are in your stream, like, they you know, they might still want some action, you know? So it's kind of cool to be able to take them to someone else's stream. Yeah, Bitcoin is being very vocal tonight. He wants to make sure everybody knows what he wants. So I'm not going by time on these cookies. I'm going by smell. So for those that don't know, this is an easy bake oven. This is the modern version. They used to have, like, when we were kids, or at least when I was a kid, we had the cool ones with the light bulb in it, and those suckers would get hot. They get really hot. But I think those bulbs were criminalized by the EPA, and so now they're like this. And I think they just have, like, some type of electrical heating element in it. So they do take a long time to heat up, but once you, like, heat up the oven, they work really well. But, you know, it does take me about 15 minutes to cook 2 small cookies. Of course. Bitcoin always likes to be the star of the show. But yeah, we're having a lot of fun here. Are you prepared for the busy holiday season? I'm sure you're gonna have a big Black Friday sale weekend. Get down, sit down. Yeah, there was a lawsuit. There totally was. Take a break, Ume. Thank you. There totally was a lawsuit. I don't know if it was specifically against the Easy Bake Oven Company or if it was, like, the bulbs themselves. But those were dangerous. Yeah, they would get super hot. The thing about Easy Bake Ovens is that, like, kids, they get them as gifts and only use them one time. Like, I don't think anytime my friend ever got one of these Easy Bake Ovens for Christmas or their birthday or something, it was only used one time. And actually, I acquired this through a Craigslist ad of a child that had used it only one time. So these are best used by adults. You're nervous? Well, hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I hope you have a good sale weekend. I saw you had just put in, like, a big tea order, so I figured that's prepping for your busy weekend. Hipotachi, unicorn, arigato. Kirokome, arigato. Oh, you know what? I never even pushed these cookies in. That's why. Oh my god. Whew. Sometimes you get a brain fart. I gotta put these cookies in. I didn't even put them in yet. With my high-tech cooking device here, the plastic little thing. You gotta push the tray in. All right, now the cookies are in the oven. The cookies haven't even been in the oven that whole time. Woo! Good thing I'm not in a hurry. Good thing y'all aren't in a hurry. So a Sims tea house. Are you gonna, like, post some screenshots to your Instagram Friday? I mean, I guess I could just go and check out your VOD. I want to see that. I want to check that out. See, my background's supposed to be moving about. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it goes. Interesting. I probably have to re-upload all of my video files because they're probably all clunky now. I've been using all of them for like over a year now. Yeah, you should. I know your TikTok content is pretty consistent, aesthetic. But yeah, I would even make like a little screen capture type video walking through as a Sims character. That'd be cute. I don't have a consistent aesthetic with my TikTok, and I like that because I like being able to create, you know, different types of contents. But then, of course, I don't have a very great audience there, so I can only blame myself for that, for my lack of consistency. Yes, sir? Yes? What a personality. What a personality. Hey, Friday, I should let you know, I am leaving town on December 13th, so if you have any, like, you know, last minute orders that need to get in before the last gifting rush, keep that in mind. I'll email everybody and let everybody know, but since we're here chatting. Yes? You just came up here to say hi to everybody? What do you want to say to them? Do you want to say something? Huh? Yeah. December 13th. If you can, please. I mean, I will have a backup plan if, like, an absolute emergency happens. I will have a backup plan, but it'll just be smoother and easier if everybody's ordering can be done. Thank you for the love. See you later, Moana. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. All right, now I smell the cookies. Oh, you smell the cookies? You smell the cookies? Yeah, he's very curious about this oven. He's like, it smells like cooking. It smells like food. All right, now we're getting acidy. Now we're getting acidy, huh, Bitcoin? Take it back up. Sit down on your chair, please. Thank you. See you later, Friday. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. We love you. Here, aloha. Oh, yeah, Bitcoin? That's what you say? Okay, Bitcoin says bye, too. That's his way. That's his way of saying goodbye. You want more of this cookie? Alright, we can have more of the cookie. Here you go. Yeah, Bitcoin likes the cookies. He definitely likes the cookies. Is that your favorite cookie? It's like a doggy cookie, huh? It's small like a doggy cookie. Nice. Friday brought a lot of new friends here. If y'all are still sticking around, it's really nice to meet y'all. I stream to Twitch. I used to stream 5 days a week. My schedule has changed a little bit. I don't usually do cooking streams like this. This is kind of a special thing when I do the cooking streams, but I usually I sit and drink tea. I drink a lot of tea. I talk about tea. So if you ever have questions about tea, you know, I'm more than equipped to help answer those questions for you. I also do deep academic literature reviews to learn about topics around mindfulness and civility. Civility being our capacity for politeness with one another. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It matches this this backdrop in my Easy Bake Oven for sure. Little kind of retro futuristic look. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kitty. And on Tuesday nights, I do gaming. I play a crypto-based digital card collecting game called Gods Unchained. So I offer a little bit of something for everybody. Where'd I get my shirt? Oh my goodness, I don't know. I wouldn't even be able to remember that. But I know I got it a very long time ago. I am not a fashionable person, and I don't. It's okay. I don't keep like season based wardrobes. I'm really bad. I mean, I feel like I have my own style. Like that I won't deny. But like as far as like keeping up with fashion and like who made what of my clothes, I've collected a lot of things throughout the years. Yes, Bitcoin? You want more of this cookie? He says yes. Yes, I like the cookie. Hey Rod, thanks for the like. We got Ghetto Glory family, Jazzy and Boston still here. Hipotechi is here. And that old boy. Thank you for becoming my core fan, Hipotechi. I have 27 now. Oh yeah, we always listen to good music here. And if you ever have a recommendation for music or anything, because sometimes we have some very heavy conversation in this space, and it is welcomed. So of course, discourse is welcomed, but civility is always expected. Politeness is always expected. Oh, Japan is calling me. I'm sorry, Japan. I cannot answer the call. Let me see. What is that? Hipotechi, what you just said. Are you choking? You ate it too fast and you choked? Neteta. Bask. No. Oh, you're sleeping. I see. You put that G. What time is it? It's in the middle of the day. You're such a night rat. It's the middle of the day. Okay, well, you went to sleep. Okay, well, Yasumi, thank you, Hipotechi. Ah, Brian, good heads up. Yeah, the eclipse is starting soon. Is it less than an hour? Alright, so maybe the time that I was given like 1 a.m. as the time that I need to go out to look at it. That must be like when it's maxed out, right? Ayo, there's an eclipse tonight. You should go look for it. Supposedly it's visible for us. It starts in less than an hour. So then it peaks in 4 hours? No. Yeah, 4 hours? Less than 4 hours? Because they don't eclipse, they take a while, right? To like go through their whole cycle. Yeah, okay, cool. Brian, it's good to see you. It's been a while, friend. It's been a while, Brian. I'm just in the middle of baking some cookies. And I made some, I drank it all. I can make another batch, actually. I made some masala chai milk tea. Spicy milk tea. Bitcoin is really a big fan of the cookies. I let him try the cookies. Oh, you moved to the country. Oh, good for you. How far away from Albuquerque are you now? $25 miles. Okay, that's not that bad. I should come visit you soon. What are you doing out there? Are you working on a project? You growing any food? Alright, let's check these cookies. They smell pretty done. Actually, I'm just going to leave them in the cooling chamber for a while. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go put something in the fridge. You go play with me. Life project? Oh, interesting. That sounds very interesting, Brian. Bitcoin's showing off now. He's just showing off. He's just showing off now. Ha, Jim. Welcome in. Good to see you, friend. Yes, the easy bake. The easy bake is at it again. Bitcoin too. Bitcoin's liking the cookies that I'm making this time. He's a fan. And the only reason why I'm letting him eat them is because I didn't put any sugar in them. They came out quite good though. I put tea in it, I put Rogue Whey in it, and yeah, it didn't come out very strong tea tasting. But I did make the Masala chai, which Jim, right, you got the tea in the mail, the Masala chai. This one. This is like the little recipe. You got this little recipe card in there, right, Jim? This one, this recipe, I did it earlier on stream. Cooking it on my induction heater, induction burner. Oh, you didn't get the little card? You didn't make it this way? Jim, I can message, you know what? I'll message the family in Pocochas this. Because, yeah, it's just a little card. Maybe it fell out of your envelope, so you can follow that recipe to make the milk tea on the stovetop. It's different, you know, like you're brewing the tea with milk and sugar, so you're making it more decadent. Yeah, so the cookies, the cookies hardly have the spicy taste, and like I said, I didn't put any sugar in them, so they're tasting more like biscuits than like cookies. You know, which is not the end of the world. Here they are. They're done. So these are my cookies. You can see the tea, you know, I just like chopped up the Rogue Whey and put it into the batter. And then I used some of the finished milk tea that I made. That I used as like liquid. Now I did just improvise the recipe, so, you know, but cookies are easy. It's soft and flaky. I used a lot of butter. That's something for sure. I used a lot of butter. Yeah, make some super spicy chai. Do you have all the ingredients for it? All right, Jim, hey, try it out. I'm sure you have some tea left over. You can try it with. All right, let me turn this guy off. Put it down here. Butter is life. True dat. True dat. Cool, Jim. Yeah, give it a try. And like, you probably could even, you know, increase the recipe like 2 or 3 times and make a larger batch. And maybe that'll be a cool thing to do for Thanksgiving dinner with your pumpkin pie. Enjoy a nice cup of masala milk tea. Yeah, I have some ginger left over. I did put fresh ginger into my my milk tea. I just cut some up off of this main piece. Yes, Bitcoin? There's something that you want to say? He's He's like, I want that cookies. I want that cookies. Yeah, put the cookies so y'all can see them. Yes, a cup of masala chai milk tea with your pumpkin pie. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, watch out, Bitcoin might get the cookies. See, he thinks the cookies are over here, but he doesn't realize that the cookies are just over here. See, Bitcoin, they're right here. You can eat them. They're just right here. Eat the cookies. He's confused. He's confused. He sure is cute, though. We can't blame him for being a confused pup. Okay, go down, boy. Go down. Yeah, no teasing. You're right. Not nice. Not nice to tease. Not nice to tease. Oh, Bitcoin still jumped up. He can't handle himself. He can't help himself. Huh. This chair's really high. It's really hard for him to jump up here, but he still does it. He's like, I found the cookies, okay? I found them. They're right here. It's an optical illusion that the cookies are on the other side. There's a 5 next to your name here on the Facebook stream. Let me check it. I don't know what you're talking about. Queen. You know, so it was mainly, I can't even talk right. It was mainly tea and cookies. But, you know, given the context of the tea I was making, we did talk a lot on the concept of heritage, right? Because milk tea or chai in India has become an important part of the Indian family and just culture in general and the diet. And so I gave a brief history of, you know, chai's popularity in India and kind of asked the question, like, how do we properly respect heritage and preserve heritage while at the same time questioning the validity of certain elements of heritage and ask the right questions about whether or not those behaviors or cultures are like serving to that community. Oh, you clicked on it. You're an anniversary follower. 5 years. Wow. Congratulations, Brian. That's cool. I never realized Facebook was doing that. That's a cool feature. Yeah, because chai culture was introduced to the Indian community as a form of like protest. That chai is, or tea is grown in India, consumed in India, therefore it is like a nationalistic product that a true Indian would proudly consume and support. But, you know, that whole campaign, propaganda campaign of sorts, that communicated that message was misleading, because the companies that were running those propaganda campaigns and marketing tea in India were actually like British companies. So, you know, the money from the tea industry was going directly back to the UK or to Britain. And, you know, local labor and local resources were left exploited at the cost of producing this cheap tea. All right, Jazzy, thank you. If you're going to sleep, I hope you have a good rest. I appreciate you parking, Jazzy. It means a lot. It means a lot. I appreciate you being here tonight and hanging out for a bit. Oh, good. Yeah, and I'm playing some soothing music. Hey, Poco fanboy mom. Welcome in. So yeah, Jim, I was just sharing a story about how I was invited to a conference, like a Indian culture conference, to speak on, you know, the lack of democracy within the tea industry. And, you know, some of India's top, you know, independence and, you know, mobilization activists were in the audience. Most of them over the age of 60. You know, they've lived several generations for the fight for independence and democracy in India. And they had all identified chai to be an element of Indian heritage, and thought it to be a very proud product to consume. And they had never once asked the question of what the Indian tea industry might look like. There was always just this assumption, and that was from that original marketing campaign that popularized tea or chai in the first place, that, you know, gave everybody this idea that, like, tea is grown in India, it supports Indian people, and it is like a national pride to support that product. And you know, I think tea will continue to be a national pride all over the world, because tea is just that important to people now. But, you know, I'm trying to encourage people to ask these kinds of questions, because if we were putting in the work to support an industry that we really do want to be supporting, you know, it really can be, you know, a nationalistic pride and true heritage that's worthy of being preserved. Hey David, welcome in. Nice to meet you. My name is Elise. What? I don't know what he is just crying about. He's already had cookies, and now he's cuddled. It's almost as if he's like, with every little grunt that he's making, he's like cuddling himself deeper and deeper into my arms. Let's see, what is this? Oh, interesting. Well, you've earned yourself a badge. Good work, Brian. Since October 2013. It's been a long road. Yeah, Brian, 100% of all of the tea that was produced in India during the colonial period was all exported. None of it stayed in India. It wasn't until the 1940s that the British companies thought, hey, you know, we're exporting all of this product. Why don't we try to build a domestic market so that we can actually keep some of the business here? So they made a marketing campaign. In fact, I'll show some of the images. There's a really cool website. All right, Bitcoin, I have to let you down, okay, boy? I'm sorry. I know you don't want that, but... So the campaign started in the 1940s, and at that time, it was pretty much exclusively like the higher class, which was a very small, you know, portion of the Indian market. It was a very small portion of the market that wasn't enough, you know. Of course, the companies want to have more and more customer potential. Bitcoin, quiet, please. Please, 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 quiet. Yeah, let me get this set up for y'all so you can see. What I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. So this was like one of the first advertisements. So you see Lipton. Lipton was one of the companies that was part of this. And it was actually like a united campaign among the entire industry that was formulated by the Tea Board of India. So this is from the 40s, I believe, this image of this woman playing tennis. So you can tell they were... Hey, Groot. Oh, your pain pills wore off. I'm sorry to hear that, Groot. You know, targeting like the upper class. Because back in the 1940s, they were still only exclusively producing orthodox full leaf teas. So here's one. Here's a... So here, this is an advertisement for dust grade tea, Cora Dust. You can see like the imagery that they chose in this campaign are very nationalistic. You know, showing like a festival going on, like showing the strong correlation between tea drinking, tea culture, and like pride in national culture. Here's another one. I think that this is from a little bit later, the 50s, all right? This image is powerful. You see, like, you know, kind of the start of the sexualization of women in the marketing of tea. You can see here, very voluptuous woman serving the tea. But this is the image that really stuck to me when I saw this. This story being told about this campaign. Yeah, which was launched. It was the Tea Board of India. So the before the Tea Board of India exists, it was this organization which was called the Indian Tea Market Expansion Board. So in 1953 the tea board took over, so that this original propaganda campaign started by the British tea companies ended up turning into the Indian Tea Board in 1953, and they changed the messaging of the campaign from this like imperial aristocratic, type of image that you see up here, right? And changed it to be Swadeshi. So that's this ad. Tea is 100% Swadeshi. Which is really powerful and incorrect. This message is incorrect. It is not Swadeshi. It is, the industry is totally serving to a very select community. This is a cool ad. Yeah, Indian tea relieves lassitude. Lassitude is like tiredness. So yeah, this is, this was one of the big ploys in getting Indian people interested in tea, was that, it was marketed, especially the chai, the milk tea, it was marketed as like a satiation tool to help you get through, your long day without, eating a meal. You could have this really rich, energizing drink that, was like a proud Indian product, a Swadeshi, a product of Swadeshi. Yeah, the British were already drinking the milk tea by that point. The British were already... Who had a surplus of tea? The British? No, yeah, the Indians, the general Indian public didn't start to, afford tea until like the 1970s, when CTC process was developed. Shorten his tail. Yeah, he's being a little brat. He's like gotten, such a little attitude. Brings up his little voice. Yeah, so, like households and chaiwalas having like their own masala chai blends, or even just normal milk tea, that didn't become a thing until the 1980s. This whole campaign, majority of that time, it was just like the aristocracy, or the higher classes that were able to afford the tea. But CTC totally changed that whole situation, because now, tea could be made very affordably and efficiently. The tea bag? I believe the tea bag started before all of this. Let me double check that. In 1903 was when the patent was approved. And in 1904, but it was pretty much a U.S. thing. Yeah, so at this time, CTC didn't exist yet. So the modern tea bag, well, I shouldn't say modern, because we do have like newer modern versions of tea bags now. Especially since everybody's starting to learn that the food grade plastic that's used to seal the tea bags so that they don't break apart releases microplastics into the tea. Serious, Google it, search it, you'll learn all about it. So like, yeah, you shouldn't use tea bags. So now there's a lot of innovation happening in the industry with like plant-based materials that can serve the same purpose as the plastics, because then you don't get the microplastics in your tea. But unless your box of tea bags says plant-based, oh Jazzy, you're about to core up, woo! Bitcoin's gonna do a dance for you. He's like, no, I'm not. You heard him? He's like, I'm not gonna dance. I might dance for a cookie. You're gonna give me one of them cookies? He's like, Jazzy, you better not core. I'm not dancing right now. Valentine, thank you for the heart. I like that. That rhymes. It is an interesting history, Brian. But you know, like the heritage of like Masala. Yeah, Jazzy's a core fan. Bitcoin, you gotta do a dance. You gotta do a dance. Jazzy's a core fan in the motherfucking tea family. Jazzy in Boston. She's a core fan. She wants more tea. Hey, the premise land. Shake it, Bitcoin, yeah. No, yeah, they didn't start drinking it until the 1980s. And same thing, Brian, with like boba tea and milk tea in other countries as well. But those things didn't start becoming prevalent cultures until the 1980s too. I think influenced by the culture in India. Hey, Krydamus, I finished my tea already, but I was drinking a milk tea that I made for... Bitcoin's like, whatever. He's like, just give me the cookie. Okay, you get some cookie. Bitcoin gets some cookie as a treat for being a good boy. Yeah, he likes these cookies. I feel good giving them to him because I didn't put any sugar in them. So they're, you know, healthy for the dog. Here, eat the crumbs. Oh, that's cool, Jim. Maybe the dog booped its nose. Boop! Yeah, I made some milk tea. I actually did a cooking stream tonight. That's why you see me in the Reddit in the kitchen channel, because I made the milk tea on my induction burner with the tea, blend of black tea and spices and herbs called Masala chai. Fresh cut ginger and sugar, and brewed it all up with the milk. Oh, thank you for the drums, Jazzy in Boston. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, Jazzy, you should be receiving your masala chai as well. And there's a little card in there. There's one of these little cards in there that has the recipe. This is what I did tonight on my stream. I did this on my burner. I made it 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 3. Yeah, Bitcoin's a good dancer. Yeah, so I encourage you, you don't have to use like normal cow's milk. You can use almond milk, or you can use oat milk, anything. But yeah, the thing you want is to brew the tea very strongly. So you're gonna steep it on the stove for, you know, at least 10 minutes, maybe even more, to make it darker and richer. Raul, yeah, you missed it. I did a cooking stream tonight. I'm already, towards the end of my stream. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm Raul for last month's core fans. I sent out a sample of masala chai. Here, I'll show you. You can see what the tea itself looks like. Hey, little mommy. You missed it. Well, if you really want to see it, I did stream it to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so you can watch the playback. Raul, it's fine. You're streaming too. I know. You're trying to work that meter as well. I know. It's okay.
Hope you're all good out there.
I'll turn my camera down so I can show you.
This one is over again.
So this is the tea I sent last month. It's a blend of black tea with different spices and herbs. All of this comes from the Dibrugarh, Assam area. And everything is grown in the same farm. So it's all the same single origin. So I cooked on the stovetop. I have like a induction heater. Yeah, for sure. I brewed it with the milk and the sugar, and I put in fresh cut ginger. And we talked about all the other things that you can put in there. It's kind of fun with the fresh whole spices. You can really bring out the strength in the tea. And then I baked some cookies with my easy bake oven. So that's why I have the small cookie sheet and only making these small cookies. But these have tea in them as well. There's some broken up, crushed up tea leaf. And I used a little bit of my milk tea as liquid in my dough. Yeah. Have I tried chai from Uti or Munnar? I have, yeah. It's okay. Actually, the best tea coming out of India is coming from a place close to Uti. They do not call it chai. Like, none of their tea would ever be prepared as like a milk tea or as like an Indian style chai. You would prepare their tea similar to a like a Chinese tea. The really beautiful handmade tea leaf. Heck yeah. Which place again? It's in a small village called Kororai, which is near Kannur. Very close to Kannur, which is close to Uti. Kannur. But yeah, the village is called Kororai. That's the place. I tell people, if I ever go missing, you should go check that place. I'm probably there. Listen to Bitcoin. You hear him? He's got a little attitude over here. He's got a little attitude. All right, good night, Jim. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And, Bitcoin, say good night to Jim. Why are you so worried? What's going on? What are you worried about? Do you think the cookies are going to disappear? Are you trying to tell a story? He's like, no, I'm trying not to fall down. He's like, I want those cookies. He likes the cookies. Are you a fan of my cookies? Category family popping in. Bitcoin's like, I want them cookies. No. Yeah, I told you, I've never done any work with the tea farmers in Kerala because, like, none of them are doing artisanal craft, like, the work that I do. It's all still the, like, old style, like, colonial system, slave system, yeah, it's really sad, and it's impossible for me to support that business. Like, as much as I want to support the people there, like, I think that it's really important for us to create boundaries of, like, Bitcoin, what did you do? clicked a whole bunch of keys on the keyboard. Oh, there we go. Cleared it out. Pororai. Yeah, here, I'll look it up on the map and I'll show you. I mean, it's a small village. You wouldn't know. Jim said goodbye to you, Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, it's in Tamil Nadu. Very small village. Yeah, it's kind of like in between Uti and Kannur. But the family that I'm talking about, the tea masters that are making the good tea there, their kids, the kids' generation of a family. Ellen Tart, thank you. Thanks for the heart, Raul. Their family was part of the first movement of planting tea in the area in the 1960s. The government subsidized, monoculture planting because they had a really strong trade agreement with the USSR. It was a done deal. And back in the 60s, it was a very lucrative opportunity for all of the communities. So the government was telling every village, uproot all your other crops, because these are all mountain top or mountain area, wetlands, filled with water, filled with abundance. And traditionally, the communities had been growing a wide variety of subsistence crops. But the government was like, hey, there's a money opportunity here. You should uproot everything and just plant tea because this is money, money, money. And then the USSR crashed and the entire industry crashed because their entire market was gone. And so from the period until now, it's just become more and more bleak for the farmers.
Shout out to all the listeners locked in at the
because they're all autonomous, independent farmers that were just selling their leaf to centralized factories.
So thank you.
So they were at the mercy of how much the factories were going to pay them for their leaf. And it's really bad. So this family, they have 3 children. And fortunately, the 2 oldest, actually all 3 of them went to college, right? So at least they were wealthy enough to send their kids to college. And then the kids realized, hey, our family is getting gypped in this system. It's they were making pennies per kilo and just it affecting the entire community and the dynamic between all of the people of the community, that the women and the children were left to do all the hard work, and the men, were not supporting the work and, depressed and getting into alcoholism. And so the kids were like, hey, fuck this, we think that there's a better way if we do this on our own, if we convert all of our land to organic and we learn how to make. Yeah, let's see what our new friend has to say. Bitcoin will go give him a bite if they say something bad. We'll see. I had to ban some people earlier for not behaving. But hey, I give everybody a chance. I give everybody a chance to behave and learn how to behave. So the 2 older kids, they moved to the city. It was the son and the daughter. They moved to the city. They moved to Bangalore and got jobs. And were sending money back to the family, while the youngest kid, who had just finished college, stayed back in the village with the parents to take care of the tea garden. They completely stopped all harvesting and all chemical, agriculture treatments to the farms, and put in 7 years of conversion time to clean out the soil and to regenerate a lot of the indigenous plants around the tea fields, because the monoculture kind of aggressive planting that they did for tea in the area completely wiped out their water. So the place is a complete dry land. They have to truck in all their water every day. All the water buffalo have become land buffalo. And so the family, really wants to do work to restore the indigenous biodiversity there, to encourage the water to come back. And then in that 7 years, the younger son watched YouTube videos, researched, and learned how to make tea himself with his hands. And then the older brother built up all of their marketing in the city, because he's living in the city. And so now they actually sell all of their own tea at a very, very good price themselves in the cities. They have like a CSA type of thing where their loyal customers are getting tea from them every week, and they make more than enough money. They're very happy with the price that they are able to sell the tea at. They don't even need foreign buyers like myself to come. But I really like to tell their story. I do sell their tea. In fact, Friday Afternoon, who rated me on Twitch, she sells their tea in her shop in Seattle. She also loves their story, but the tea is really pricey, even for my buyers here. They're like, hey, tea from Nilgiri should be cheap, because tea from South India is the cheapest of all of the Indian Indian states that produce tea. It's got the lowest market price. So this tea is costing more than even the fancy Chinese teas I have. And my buyers are like, why is this tea so expensive? And when I explain the whole story to them, how they're making the tea in extremely small batches with extreme craft, and taste the tea, you'll tell that difference. That's pretty cool. So yeah, those are the type of teas that I like to drink and support from India. You won't ever catch me drinking CTC. I can't even. Even the CTC, there's a factory, the factory that makes this Masala chai in Assam, in Dibrugarh, Assam. They make a CTC because they have a CTC factory, and they make it with the organic high quality leaf. Yeah, it's cheaper. Thanks. I've been spilling a lot of tea here in the Premise Land. Hey Raul, something. Not always. I actually believe that the leaf material of South Indian tea is better than Assam tea, because it's higher elevation, and also it doesn't depend on the plantation, Raul. That's all baloney. Why do you think all of the tea, once it actually reaches the market, all sells for the same cheap price? Because it doesn't really matter. The tea, even if the tea has a good raw material, you're using, it's a good plantation, has a good terroir and good conditions and good plants. When it all gets processed into the same homogenized thing, CTC, it's really hard to really explain why one would be costing more than another. And so that's why in the market, it's all just cheap. Now, if you're talking about handcrafted, hand-rolled, hand-harvested, handmade teas, yeah, then you see differing qualities, and you can understand why there'd be a drastic price difference between two different teas. Because South India, they're actually working with better leaf material. It's grown from seed. And it has more diversity. The terroir is actually better because it's more mountainous than Assam. Assam is lowlands. Thank you, Premise Land. I appreciate you. We love you. What's my theory on plantations? I don't have any theory. I mean, there's just truth. Plantations were a direct model adopted from the American slave system, from the cotton industry. And it was a model that was employed by colonizing Europeans, British, that was acquired by the local business community of India, because in 1941 it became illegal for tea farmers, or for not tea farmers, but for a European to own a Indian business. So all the tea estates, all the plantations had to be sold. And they got sold to wealthy business people who were of higher castes than the labor. And so it's kind of an interesting story where like a slave system was abolished, right? So when the Indians took over, it was no longer a slave system, but it was taken over by an extremely rigid caste system. And when like, at least in Darjeeling, where, you know, I've had very deep conversations with elders that, you know, grew up in the tea plantations, they actually say that when the British were owning everything and managing everything, it was like the golden age, because there was like a mutual respect and a mutual pride of building a legacy industry, versus now, you know, the labor is treated as subhuman. All right, Raul, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great night. We'll see you soon. He thinks another stupid green. He wants another piece of cookie. That's it. All right, let me break this, because last time I gave him a big piece, he like choked on it. Yeah, Bitcoin likes these cookies. He likes them a lot. Thanks. Yeah, I know you don't want to, but I need to. Shit, I've almost been streaming 3 hours now. Alright, we still have Twitch folks here. Yeah, I had some hate raids that came through earlier. I had to block them and kick them all out. Alright, Twitch, I'm gonna send us on a raid. If anybody here in chat is interested in raiding any of your friends, please let me know. If not, I'm gonna find someone for us to raid. Oh, I'll take us to the Love Yourself Foundation. My friend's actually playing a set there. Maybe we'll catch him playing music. Sojourner, the guy that, you know, I play his techno music on my stream a lot. There's an event happening in downtown Las Vegas that he's at. So yeah, we'll raid them. If anybody has any suggestions, you're welcome to put it into chat. Look, he, without fail, he's already back up here. I told him to go down and he already came back up. Little punk. DJ Road Warrior, thank you for the like. Welcome in. Oh, I got another subscriber. Who else subscribed? Check out who did that. Alright, let's go raid Love Yourself Foundation. Give them some viewers. Come along with us. Live music. I'm taking us to live music. They're not a very interactive channel. They're kind of new to streaming, but there's good entertainment. They have a nice camera on some good live music, so let's go enjoy. Big Queen. Why are you being such a punk tonight? Alright, Reddit, I'm going to be stopping our stream real soon too. I just wanted to take a couple